Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading's Miami office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Friday, December the 20th, 2013, and here is today's midday market update brought to you by wallstreettrading.com. Just a quick reminder, make sure you go check out the website. A lot of free informative information there on the site, and a lot of good stuff you could read, and a lot of our videos are on there as well. Aside from that, let's go ahead and take a look at the markets here. We're looking at a market that's shooting straight up today. We have the Dow Jones making new all-time highs. The S&P 500 made new all-time highs. The IWM is not too far away from making new all-time highs. It's the Russell 2000. And then we have the NASDAQ doing pretty well today, making new 52-week highs, folks. And the markets are trading pretty well. As you can see on the screen, we have the 50-minute chart of the S&P 500 futures and the 5-minute chart. We'll take a look at it here shortly. Let me just go through some of the readings here. We have 4,663 issues advancing on the NYSE, NASDAQ, and the AMEX. 1,574 declining, so breadth is in favor of the bulls. Pretty much a 4-1 there. We have 530 issues making new highs, 54 making new lows, and there's a big difference in the breadth on the aspect of new highs and new lows. So you can see that the bulls are taking the market by the horns here. We're seeing some relative weakness in ExxonMobil, Chevron. You're really not seeing the banks participate that much on this last leg up. Good action in Red Hat, BlackBerry, WAG gave some good action as well. We'll take a look at some of these trades. Halliburton's getting that nice little pop that we were expecting and we've been talking about in our videos. So let's go ahead and jump to the charts here. We have the Dow currently up 95 points, the NASDAQ up currently about 45 points, the S&P up 12 and a half. We're catching a bid in the TLT. Also, if you guys have not checked out, I did a write-up on my personal blog site, askchrishetrades.blogspot.com, in regards to interest rates rising in the bonds. They are getting a bounce today. That's kind of like a big macro view, not like on a short-term review, but check it out. FXE strong today, dollars weak. VIX is down 85 cents. We're seeing a bid come back into the metals. Silver up 22 cents in the SLV. We have JJC Copper up 20 cents. GDX Gold Miners up 13 cents. Gold up $1.29. USO crude oil up 21 cents. If we take a look at the top sectors in the market today, let's take a look at the screen here based on the percent change from open, which I like to do. I like to sort it from percent change from open so we can see how it traded from the opening price and at the previous day's close. Gives us a little bit more of a better reading. Gives us a little bit of a better reading on relative strength and weakness. But I have to do a webinar on actually how to use it. Very good. It is kind of simple, but some people may not understand the different thinking you could use when you're using a list like this. But anyways, TNA definitely strong, up 4% from the opening price. Biotechs are strong. Home builders are strong. Again, the IWM is right there, which is pretty much TNA's 3 times leveraged on the IWM. XLU got some money flowing back into utilities. FAS, you can see, is not near the top of the list. But biotechs are doing pretty well today. It looks like a lot of the biotech action is happening in Amgen, GILD, and some other names. OIH getting a nice little bounce today. Triple Q's right here, semiconductors. Some of the weak sectors that you can look at today, coal stocks are down. You can see KOL down about over a quarter percent. Nothing too crazy there. But overall, the markets are shooting straight up today, folks. So let's go ahead and break down the analysis on the ES 15-minute chart. We had that big move that came in on Wednesday. All right, and anytime you have an up move, sideways consolidation, like we say in the video, is usually indicative of move high. This is like a big bull flag. If you take a look at it on a 60-minute chart, you can see this is a bull flag here. All right, you have your up move right there. You have your little sideways consolidation, and then you had the breakout today over the highs, giving you that momentum that we were looking for this morning. That's why some of the stocks we were looking for, the gap and go, and some of those names did gap and go. But right now, again, big move on the open. We had the GDP came out, I believe a little bit better. Yeah, it came out better than expected, and they bought the market off that news. Big volume here. Volume has been declining. Of course, a lot of people already left the screens for the holidays, so most of them are on planes right now. So not really expecting volume to pick up into the close. Expecting it to just keep on drifting up higher and volume to continue to decline the closer we get to 4 o'clock. as people are probably leaving their screens right now to start heading towards friends and family's houses. But bull flag right here on the 15-minute chart. We call this out in our live trading room, mywallstreettv.com. Go check it out. Big up move expansion candle here. They'll say a 3-bar pullback in that rising 5 EMA, and then they bought it right back up. A lot of momentum in the market today. The 5-minute chart, same thing here. 5-minute chart. We were set up from this little breakout over this little small range we had going into the open. All right, we pulled back to the 1809 level, and then we rallied right back up here. This is a nice little bull flag breakout. Sorry here, 1 second. So we had resistance at this 1811 area. Prior resistance, we broke out. Now acts as support. That's your little pivot, higher pivot low from the level. And now, have a good one. And now we're moving up here. So 1816.75 new highs, and this is not stopping, folks. They just keep on buying and buying. All right. So what stocks are they going after today? Well, let's take a look here. Amazon on fire. We've been talking about Amazon in our videos as a stock, a go-to stock. Now we didn't have a chance to trade this today, but definitely a name that I'm pretty sure a lot of our followers and people that are subscribed to our YouTube channel, My Wall Street TV, are doing pretty well in it. So keep an eye on Amazon, as that stock should continue to perform pretty well. Google up pretty strong today. So these heavy hitters, are doing pretty well. All right, these are Google and Amazon were one of the are two of the strongest stocks in the Nasdaq, along with maybe some other ones out there that I'm missing. But Apple, Apple has been the lag of the past couple of days. Finally caught a little bid today. Potentially looking for a move back up as we have this little possible downward bullish channel right there for this little move up. So keep an eye on Apple for a move up there. Where we see some nice action in a lot of stuff, guys. SSYS, 3D printing company that has not really been able to catch a bid like Triple D. We talked about this in last night's video, and to our traders, if Triple D continues with that momentum, keep an eye on SSYS to finally try to find some buyers in the name. That happened today. That was a good little idea there for that trade. But a lot of the action today, guys, is in BlackBerry. BlackBerry, they came out with earnings this morning. They missed on the top line, beat on the bottom line. Of course, you guys know they can fuzz the bottom line numbers up. But in any case, they formed a strategic partnership. I guess the street liked that news. So our idea behind this whole trade was the fact that it recovered from this nice little gap down pre-market low, and then it did like a little sideways kind of roll over there, did like a little shakeout below that little base, and was able to get back above it and get back positive. This was actually like a little bear trap, and that caused us to get long the stock once it went right back positive. I did a blog write-up review on this. You can find that on our on a Twitter stream. But I can go ahead and explain the trade to you guys here real quick. This was my first trade when I got stopped out right here trying to buy that momentum. Again, this was not with heavy size, since we usually trade light size in the morning because it's pretty volatile. But got stopped out, not a big deal. But then once it turned right back positive, I told the guys in the trading room, mywallstreettv.com, to get back long. Got long 1,000 shares right here. We were working, actually, yeah, got long 1,000 shares right there. We were working to stop down here around the 618 level, so 632. You figure you're risking about 18 cents or so. The whole idea behind that, though, was really this thing had to get momentum right there. We would have, me personally, I would have lightened up size if it started pulling back in. So I was looking for that initial momentum to start coming in, and it did. You can see the trade barely went against me, rallied right back up, took some off right here to kind of lower some risk, took some more off right here at that 655, took some more off right there at 685, and sold the last piece right here at 715. Our overall target was 7. Again, I did a write-up review for that trade on my personal website, askchrishetrades.blogspot.com. Check it out. Pretty good stuff there. WAG, another good chop trade here. You can see this one did like a little double bottom bounce off of its pre-market low. Once we saw this 1 minute candle reverse right back up and one big bar that engulfed, I told the guys, hey, you guys, if this thing triggers over 75, get long. You can work your stop underneath this low, and that trade worked out pretty well. A lot of momentum, guys, in some of these names here. Walgreens, Red Hat, another trade we took in the chat room today. This one I could have done much better on, but Red Hat, we bought it right after it did this little shakedown. You can see this move right here is a little shakedown, V-shape move back up, little bull flag action. Excuse me. Gave you a nice little entry to manage your risk down here. Move up, took some long, sold some. Sold some, took some more long, sold some, sold some. Could have traded this one a little bit better, but overall, decent trade. And again, as long as you're in the right names, you should be fine if the trade, if you don't get the exact perfect entry, as long as you're on the right side of that order flow. What else? Intel, we were looking at Intel. Took this trade. This was a little losing trade. You can see I tip topped that one, got stopped out. Again, first part of the morning trade, so not heavy size there. But now you can see this one's moving to the top side. Just triggered along today on the daily chart. So look at those semiconductor names for a move higher going forward into the new year potentially. A lot of them are setting up pretty decent. Halliburton getting some action. Remember, we were talking about Halliburton getting long that name closer towards that 48 area, but you can see a bid came in the stock today. If you take a look at the daily chart, again, this was a name that we were looking for it to pull it back down towards the support level, more down here towards 48, but it didn't. Held that bid at 49, and now it's back up. Again, this is one of the strongest names chart-wise in the OIH in that sector. So this thing could definitely pop right back up. The longer-term time frames on that name looks pretty good. All right, did I miss anything? Hold on one second. And that's about it, guys. I could keep on ranting on and on about some of the stuff that we did and what's moving in the market. But again, you have to come check it out in the chat room, mywallstreettv.com. A good group of guys in there collaborating together to bring some great ideas and work, and of course, focus on the same common goal to make money. So have a great day. If I do not speak with you guys, have a great, happy holidays. Trading safe, be safe, and going into the new year, if you're a retail trader looking to join a proprietary trading firm to be more active in your trading, because I do think 2014 is going to be a great day trading year, uh, and a return of more capital coming into the markets, more you know, more people looking to put their money to work going into 2014, since they probably missed out on a lot of the rally that happened this year. I think 2014 is going to be a good year to trade and invest. So again, if you're looking to get access to leverage and firm capital and trade with us, contact me at ccooper@wallstreettrading.com, or you can email us via the website. Have a great day, folks. Cheers.